When I think about it, I really don't like the way y'all did Marlo Hampton. And I was thinking earlier today, like, why not hop on Twitter and wake it up? So I tweeted, since no one else is gonna say it, Bravo failed the Real Housewives of Atlanta when they fired Marlo Hampton.
Wait. Oh.
And I meant that.
Did I miss something?
I don't know, child.
And I know y'all are gonna drag me, some of y'all already have started, but I just feel like, I don't know who to blame, Bravo, or if I should blame y'all. Because y'all are the same people that have begged Bravo for years to upgrade Marlo from a friend of the show to an actual peach holder. And the way y'all just turned on her so fast during season 15 really needs to be studied.
Yeah, it's some things that gotta be talked about.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video, and today I've got another unpopular opinion. But I will say, I love a queen who knows how to take her L and quietly just go away and continue being fabulous without hopping on Instagram every 5 minutes, dragging the show.
Okay.
Or hopping on YouTube, leaking storylines for the new seasons and trying to like sabotage the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I do love that Marlo has kind of just gone away without really being problematic. I don't even ever really see her being shady under comments or anything like that, and I love her for that. So yeah, let's talk. Like, I feel like Bravo really should have given Marlo like at least a friend of a friend position on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. Like, they didn't even let her do a fashion consultation for season 16. And I feel like they just act like she never existed. And that's kind of like, I don't know, I don't like that.
Get up, count.
I was watching this video that I did where Marlo did her very first event for Late Archive for her first season as a peach holder. And it just had me thinking, like, this is actually cute. And I could just see Brady there. I could see Kelly there. I could see Angela there. And I don't know, it just pissed me off.
Be authentic. Right. This is so hard to get. Be authentic, like it's a drama.
I ain't like them. Here to win, grab my cup, MVP like I'm him.
So of course I had to blame y'all. And I know some of y'all are looking at me crazy, but people on Twitter was agreeing with me, talking about finally real bitches are speaking up. And this other tweet said, I always loved Marlo and I'll stand on that. And I'm like, yes, sis, like, I agree. Like, when do we stop loving Marlo? I feel like we've always liked Marlo, and then all of a sudden y'all just decided, like, just because she had a peach, that the rules were different for her, and I don't like that.
You're a mess.
This other tweet said, you didn't lie, in all caps, exclamation point. Marlo was funny, fashionable, and she knew how to move along and move on quickly. Kinda an immature Angela in a way. And I didn't even think about that. Like, Marlo and Angela Oakley, I guess she was mature a lot on the show. Like, maybe even a little too mature, because I feel like she didn't really like when the girls came for her at all. But I don't know, I never thought of Angela and Marlo at the same time. I don't know, that's kind of hurting my brain right now.
So say what now?
This other tweet said, I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't agree with much of what you say. Is that shade? Like, you could have just said what you about to say next. But I think you might be right about this one. Yeah, I'm picking up on the shade, and I don't know if I like that. Anyways.
Okay.
Another binge watcher tweeted, agreed, she's great TV. Before another fan said, absolutely, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Bring Marlotta back. And yeah, like, I just feel like, I don't know if I'm just bored right now or if I really feel this way, but I just feel like Drew Sidora over Marlo, like, that was a choice. I'm not saying it was a bad choice, but it was a choice. And then this person kind of drugged me a little bit, corrected me in front of everybody talking about, you mean when they hired Marlo, right? And I'm like, damn, like, y'all really hate her now. It's crazy. With another binge watcher saying, she was an amazing friend of, but an awful and vile housewife. Damn. Awful and vile? What did she do to you? And they should have just demoted her back to a friend of. I hated her as a housewife, but she is good on the show. And I feel like that was that not an option? That really made me wonder, like, did they even try to have Marlo back as a friend? And did she reject that? Was she like, y'all can't finally promote me to a peach holder and then try to demote me after a season or two? Like, I don't like that. And damn, like, do y'all feel like Marlo? Wait, I never really thought about that either. Did Marlo turn down having a friend of the show position? Like, does she feel like she's above that now? Like, I really want to know, because if y'all have been drugged for being a chronic friend of the show for like 10 years, would you take a friend of the show role during a reboot of the Atlanta Housewives? I don't know if I would. And if she turned that down, it might be time to give them a call, though.
You know what?
And this one binge watcher felt really strongly saying, nah, she's just better as a friend of. In my humble opinion, she fumbled her own peach by doing too much. And I will say, sometimes with time, we forget stuff. And it's coming back to me now, though. Marlo did do a lot her last season, but I don't know if she did too much to be associated with the show ever again. Like, I don't feel like she did that much. I feel like they could have squeezed Marlo in with Cynthia as a friend of the show. Like, it wasn't that deep. Or was it?
Don't do that. Yeah, anything she can use to try to tear me down, she's just trying to run with it. And I have a problem with that.
And that brings me to this next set of tweets, because y'all really woke something up that I wasn't even really thinking about talking about. Not gonna lie, Marlo kind of would have been the perfect balance. Schooling Angela on what wig glue to use, helping Hawk Kenya on her slut campaign, and she would have looked at that trifold board like, girl, are you sure that's her? And she would have held Portia's pinky toast to the fire about Simon. I do feel like Marlo could have definitely helped not just Angela, but she could have helped Kelly, and she kind of could have helped Britt too, especially when Kelly and Britt fell out over using Marlo's stylist. Like, imagine that scene with Marlo being the middleman and like the voice of reason. That would have been so good for season 16.
Get that broom, the little Swiffer, and they just sweep it right up underneath the rug.
And yeah, a couple more people were saying that they feel like Marlo was not added to the right cast for her first season. And I guess I could see that. Like, actually, Marlo really would have been a really cute little, should I say anchor? I don't know, maybe I'm doing too much saying anchor, but I think Marlo probably would have been cute to have on season 16 to help Portia, especially after everything went left with Kenya. And that's where this tweet from one of my favorite Twitter friends that said, they really did. They could have easily brought her back after Kenya got the axe. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, because I feel like Bravo had a couple of opportunities to tweak season 16. It was like they were playing The Sims live with this season. They brought Phaedra all the way back into the Atlanta Housewives universe before just plucking Marlo again. Like, I don't know, like that's interesting. Like, it's really starting to make me believe that maybe Marlo didn't want to be no friend of, or maybe Marlo just didn't want to be a part of this season at all.
I ain't even gonna wake that tea up. Wake that tea up.
Yeah, this is a very unserious video, and I just wanted to kind of pick y'all's brain because, like, am I tripping? Or did Bravo really fumble Real Housewives of Atlanta when they let Marlo go? Comment right now and let me know.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry.